Punk unicorns, we're here to stay, living our lives in our own way. Mama K and Nikki B, we're here to slay, tearing down walls we don't play. Gay man, be a woman, we're all one. Eccentric and wild, we're never done. Garage gods of filth and blasphemy. We're the punk unicorn family. Give us a hug, we'll give you a laugh. It's the Punk Unicorns Podcast. Mama K and Nikki B, we're a blast. Join us and you'll have a blast.
I know we were about to start singing, but we didn't because we remembered you just heard our theme song.
We did. You did, and we didn't. Welcome
Squad
to
goals.
our squad. I know this may appear to be the Christmas episode, but no, it's just my living room.
Yeah, we're just full holiday season cheer.
Like Christmas done threw up everywhere in this place, so that's why we're here. And then we have this lovely ambiance back
that
here.
feels so good.
And actually, if you get a little chilly, I have one way down here. It'll get our ass cheeks a little
that
warm and
what if
toasty.
it's sweet? Ooh, Shanika. What if we get it stinking here by accident? All of a sudden, it smells like 4-day-old music festival coochie.
That's what that smell was this morning. I went to the car. This is
Burned
true.
your eyes. You were like, Jesus Christ.
This
you
is
just
so
blew a
true. I
mug
went
in
to
my
the
face.
car because I had to go to the Walgreens
I love Walgreens. If I was rich, I would shop there all the time.
all the time.
Love
I
it.
love it there. So I was getting ready to go there, and I went out to my car, and I got a whiff of like, for reals, it was putrid. I mean, like, what the hell?
Like a vulture puked on your front porch.
Oh my god, it was awful smelling. It smelled like a musty basement with body odor. And I'm like,
So like
where
a
the
pizza
hell?
delivery driver that lives at his grandparents'?
Oh my god, that is accurately depictive of the scent that I smelled it this morning. I'm like, what the fuck? But then when I got back, I kind of was like, and I didn't smell it. So I don't know. Nikki B, how was your week? How was your week at the disco?
We said goodbye to one of our favorite managers. He went to another dispensary. So many
I thought he went to heaven. Okay.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
He went up though.
Up.
He is the GM of his new place.
Congratulations!
So if you're in Springfield, you'll see him.
What's his first name?
I don't want to say.
I don't want to say either.
Yeah, but yeah, totally.
Speaking of moving up, I have to share a story about Regina. Regina would be here with us. Regina was feeling under the weather last week, and this week her son
whole
is
family.
having an allergic reaction to medications. Poor Matthias. But anyway, so we all know about Watermelon, right? Her daughter.
Ay, Dios mío.
I know, poor thing. So Watermelon, she's the one that thinks very logically, much like myself.
Like a Vulcan on Star Trek.
Oh my god, I just love her. So they a few days ago, Watermelon sent me a video. They were gathered around a table in prayer, and she looked at
Already, this is so funny.
Well, she's so smart. She's so intelligent.
I know, I love smart kids.
So,
she must be a Sagittarius
She's
or Aries.
she's I don't know. She's something. So they're all gathered around in prayer, and everybody's got their heads bowed. Well, of course, Watermelon's like,
That's me at funerals. I'm terrible.
and she spots a $5 bill just wandering in the wind. Okay, so she sends me a video. Well, she sends a video to the group that we're in, and I've never heard such sense be spoken from the mouths of babes, because it was so I was like, man, watermelon, that's some deep shit, bruh. So she says,
excuse me.
why is it when we pray, we bow our heads in prayer? When hell is that way and the heavens are above, why would you not pray up? Because if you pray up, you might just find a $5 bill floating along. I'm like, damn, watermelon, that's some deep shit.
That is. You know what?
Pray up. So you know what I did this morning?
What?
I prayed up. Listen, I put the Terror Twins on the bus this morning. And I have a friend that lives in Tennessee. He's got the cancer. And I just kind of was like sending some good juju mentally. And I took Watermelon's advice. I'm like, why would I look down to hell to say a prayer? The heavens are above. So I'm just, like walking, looking up and, just having this conversation with the higher powers. And I look down and I shit y'all not, there was a $20 bill on the ground underneath that pine tree.
See, I'm going to go out and look under that pine tree. Maybe Santa put some 20s out there.
Speaking of
for
Santa,
us.
be careful, Santa. There you go. So, yeah, I was like, wise words from a young mouth led to a $20 bill under the pine tree.
That's crazy, man.
I was able to pay for my arthritis medication.
Totally different story, but similar kind of theme. One time I was driving around, because I used to go do that, like in the middle of the night when you're bored.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like 2 in the morning. I'd be like, I can't sleep. I'm just going to go drive around and smoke a couple bowls, And, where was I going with that story? Oh, yeah. So on the side of the road was a bag. And this was like at the corner of, what the fudge is that? Kiwi and like, it's Water District now, but it was nothing back then. It was the empty, torn down Delphi plant back then. And just there's a bag, and I'm like, oh, some homeless person got arrested, and they just left their shit on the side of the road. Man, cops are dicks. And then I get up a few more blocks, and there's another one. And I was like, oh shit, so people been getting busted tonight. The next day.
No.
Let's do that in like SpongeBob with the pineapple.
24 hours later.
On the news. $300 and some thousand was found in duffel bags all over the city, dumped in 3 different places. So if my OCD, which saw the motherfucking bag,
I would have thought, oh, dead body chopped up, and kept driving.
I would have took the bags. Just saying.
We would be in a big ass studio right now.
Yeah, right. Like that would have been a different universe. So, for years after that, every time Chuck and I were driving and we saw a bag on the side of the road, we pulled over and looked. Now, most of the time,
it was shit.
90% of the time, it was a gym bag that had fallen off the top of someone's car from where they had sat it.
Yeah.
And we were so pissed every single time. Like, what the fuck? Why didn't this have $170,000 in mafia money in it? Shit.
Damn. Farts.
I know, right? I could have, started a house flipping business in Northridge back when those houses were $25,000 a piece.
Right?
Damn, Tina.
So my week was lovely. We had a beautiful Christmas parade here in town on Saturday.
I saw the pictures, and it did look like a lot of fun.
It was so much fun. The TikTok world is up in titties about this Disney elf that goes through the elf parade at Disney. His name's Tally the Elf. He's
I
so
love
cute.
He is cute.
So cute. So
I've never thought about it, but I think I would fuck an elf now that I've seen him.
I think he might be
Cause he's
heading
tall.
your way more than he would be
right,
my
because he's
way.
like one of them elves that's 6 foot tall.
So
not this kind of elf.
I am just as intrigued. So the internet and TikTok, the way the detectives are on the internet, found out who he was, like what his government name was. Because evidently there was an episode of Brownish or Blackish, I don't know which sitcom it was, where the family had gone to Disney and Tally, the guy, was actually in that episode, and he was like a greeter or whatever at Disney. So he was in that, and then people kind of put 2 and 2 together, saw the credits, saw his name, like, oh, okay, this is what his government name is. So I went ahead and Googled him, thinking, okay, well,
so
let's
he's got,
see
like,
what
a religious
else.
Following. Like,
well, he's got some stuff out there, some movies that he was in. So I decided, let me Google him and see what he was in. Well, he was in this particular movie. Now, it's not porn or anything like that, but it's called.
It's about to sound.
It sounds like it, but it's not. Okay. It's called Charlie Got a Blowjob, or Charlie Gets a Blowjob.
Is it like one of those Lifetime attempts at a gay Christmas movie?
So anyway, like I said, just as infatuated with Tally the Elf. He is so adorable. He'll walk through the Disney parade and he'll go off to the side with his little checkboard with Santa's naughty list and nice list and his oversized pencil and be like, got Santa's list, what's your name? Nikki B? Okay, Nikki B. Nikki Naughty! I saw what you did, Nikki B. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, but you still have time to turn it around. You still have time. It's the cutest thing ever. And that's kind of what I did in the parade on Saturday. If there were kids sitting there off to the side, I would be like,
I just want to go do it downtown.
oh my God, so cute.
That might have to be our special.
Those kids absolutely ate that shit up. The kids sitting on the side of the roads. And I'd be like, oh my God, girls, it's them. Because I had, my daughter, Gwenny J, and one of my cheer girls, Aria, and another coach, Selena. And we would, single out the kids, be like, it's them, they were on the nice list. And then if we saw like a dad or a mom standing around being all, we'd be like, we saw what list you were on, and we handed them a lump of coal. It was great.
Oh, we need to make that a thing.
It was great. I want to do it every year that she has that Christmas parade. If I'm able to do it, I'm going to do it. So that was so much fun. So anyway, about Tally the Elf. So I found out what his government name was. I Googled him, found out some of the things that he did.
Is it like Byron E. Elfenstein?
Oh, gosh. Jose Garza is his name. Jose Garza is his name. And he's...
It's not... Are you playing a joke? Isn't that like a sports person or a soccer person?
No.
That's so funny. I don't know why I was thinking that, like... That's terrible that I think that person's name was...
sure.
Oh, it's okay. I believe you.
But yeah, and he... Oh, right here.
Oh, he doesn't look anything like that with his fucking hat on. Holy cow.
Right, but you can tell it's him by his, like, smile and everything.
Yeah, that big... Yeah.
So...
Wow.
See, where the hell does it say his name? But anyway, yeah. Let me I'll gurgle the Charlie.
Him and Bad Bunny need to do a Christmas
Charlie
movie.
Got a Blowjob.
Charlie got a...
Jose Garza. That's his name.
Garza.
So Jose Garza as Charlie, and then
Mark Anthony.
I don't think it's the same one.
Oh.
But I digress. So anyway, I had posted a TikTok about, oh, this is him, and I showed his picture, and they're like, oh, performers hate it when people do this. I'm like,
no, they like it when you share their IMDb, because then you go watch all the other things that they're in.
Exactly. And then, not only that, people are like, you're putting his job on the line. Bitch, do you, like, I was in such...
his job.
Listen, people, the lack of common sense I saw out of people, I had to take that video down. I was in a shitty mood yesterday anyway. So, and I had made like a couple videos like, you're a dumb bitch, literally. Literally called her. I was like, you are a dumb bitch. Like, the fuck. Like, you're going to make him lose his job. How the fuck am I going to make him lose his job? Because let me tell you something. He's working for Disney. He's been working for Disney.
They employ those people
when
because they're actors.
Yeah, when he applied for that job, guess what, Brenda? He put his fucking government name. Okay? Which led to, sorry if you have a toilet flushing.
Fucking moron.
You fucking moron. Like, come on. He put his government name on the job application. They did background checks on him, so I guarantee you they know about Charlie and the blowjob. And he's still employed at Disney, and one of the most beloved characters.
Who is 75% of Disney upper management? My people. The gays.
The gays.
Now, a lot of them are the villain kind of gays.
Right, but gays
still,
nonetheless.
They are gay people. Blowjobs are talked about at HR meetings and at Disney. I guarantee you.
Did you all see Mickey and Goofy in the locker room?
For real? Goofy is...
He's into some shit now. So anyway, literally.
I know, I was just envisioning.
So then I said something along the lines that I was like this. I said, why wouldn't they want people to watch what they were in? Why wouldn't they want people to know who they are? And I said, that puts money in their pocket. Somebody said, that's not how it works. Bitch, that's exactly how it fucking works. Because listen to what I'm about to tell you.
Listen. No.
Be very carefully listen to me, okay? Because common sense doesn't come by very promising these days, I have noticed.
Girl, that ain't no lie.
So let's say that this remote control has an idea for a movie. Okay? This remote gets with his friend the eyeglasses and they come up with a script together, okay? Alright? And then they find the director and then they all have a threesome here and then they get all the little actors and actresses, okay? They do all that. Then they put it on the boob tube on like the Amazons or the Netflix to where you have to either A, pay to rent it, or B, pay to own it. So what happens here is a few cents will go to the boob tube people. A few cents will go all the way around the board. Even to tally the goddamn elf if we watch Charlie Got a Blowjob, because that's exactly how it works. He may only get 11 goddamn cents in a fucking check in the mail.
But he gets
residual. So don't tell me that's not how it works, bitch.
Yeah. Consult your local entertainment lawyer.
Like, my God. The lack of common sense. I said, I gotta take these videos down because you can't explain common sense to people that don't have it. You just can't.
I didn't know that so many people were faking being intelligent.
Oh, let me tell you this motherfucking story.
We are in the prequel for Idiocracy.
My cousin Misty Dawn will love this fucking story. So, because it's about her.
That sounds like a good,
I love her. She's
70s horror movie where some girl falls in love with a ghost or something, like Misty Dawn. Or an after-school special.
So she's my first cousin. Her mom and my dad were siblings. And, brain fart.
We were talking about Misty Dawn.
Yeah, I know. Oh, so her sister, we call her the Queen. We'll leave her name out of it because she doesn't associate with my aunt side of the family, which is this side of the family, because we're the poor side. She stays with her daddy's side because that's where the money is.
It's great when both sides of your family are poor.
I mean,
because everybody loves each other.
Everybody loves each other.
It's so much easier.
One year she won some ice cream from Culver's or somewhere, and we're like, oh, look, the Queen won ice cream. We can't stand her anyway.
From Culver's?
Not Culver's. What's that place in Inglewood? The real
J.D. Custer's.
J.D. Custer's.
And if you're not from the Inglewood area, it's actually really delicious. It's called something else now. Somebody bought the business and changed the name.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, but it's absolutely delicious still.
So anyway, when we were children, we had a very large yard. We had about a half acre, okay? And in that half acre, my papa had strategically placed things to where the kids could get around it, the lawnmowers could get around it, and he had
not a lot of edging required.
He had built a what you call
trellis?
No, a clothesline for my grandmother, and it was like a T shape, and then it had 2 or 3 lines going down. I mean, it was long. He built that, and then he built me a teeter-totter, okay, that was right next to a steel swing set that he built me. And then off from that was a homemade barbecue grill that he built and concreted deep down into the ground. Keep that in mind. Right next to it was a metal table that he also built. He was a very, very crafty dude, and he put that concreted into the ground. We'll talk about this in a minute. My grandpa was a foreman on the Conrail Railroad, so we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why I got that from the TikTok
Working
shop.
on the railroad always sounds like fun until you realize that
oh my gosh,
people don't really travel on the railroad anymore.
No, this was in the 80s, early 80s. So anyway, the princess, the queen, we decided, my grandpa would let us get his riding lawnmower out and let us ride around the property on it. Well, it was her turn.
That was always fun.
Yeah, well, it was her turn. And like I said, so if this was our backyard, all of the things that I mentioned were probably within this area. If this was all our backyard, right here was where all those things were. So we had all of this, and we had all of that, and then we had stuff going that way too. So we had like an L shape, but right in the middle of that L was all those things that I talked about. And then the clothesline kind of divided it, okay?
You stay away from all that.
That dumb bitch hit that damn table that my grandpa had buried in the ground with concrete. Hit the damn thing with the fucking lawnmower. Of all things holier than God, that girl was probably the smartest kid in school, but when it came to common sense, and that was about it.
How do you...
I don't know, because she's an idiot.
See a concrete table.
She was probably looking at her reflection in a mirror somewhere. Heifer.
She's driving and holding it like this, so she can see what's behind her.
Oh,
so
my
she's
goodness.
like, oh, I'm okay.
You ever know somebody like that? This is fucking no common sense. Oh.
It is shocking because the things you overlook in your 20s, you don't realize that 30% of your friends are mentally ill. Because it doesn't hit until 25. So, like, up until then, we're all just being normal young adults that get drunk every weekend.
Well, I didn't realize we was all kind of out there until, like, the last 5 years. I'm like, man, we are all just our own ball of weird that just seems to mesh with other people's weird. And when we're together, we're more weird, and either people will join in or they'll shun it. And if they shun it, who gives a flying fuck?
And then all the normies, they do weird stuff like join cults.
What's that noise? What's that noise? Santa coming down the chimney? That means it must be part 1 of I have Nikki B's Christmas gifts, and I can no longer keep them to myself, so I have to give them to... So I have a few. I don't remember how many I have, but I'll keep giving them to him periodically. So this is the first one. It's a bumper sticker.
Oh my god, I love it. Stay for real.
Farrell. Sound it out. Farrell.
Farrell.
Farrell. Now, see, I have one on my car.
I'm very feral.
Yes, I have one on my car, but it's really hard to see unless you're, like, right on it.
What if I had a cool forehead tattoo?
Oh, you'd have to flip it around, but yes.
Oh.
Well, I mean, when you did it, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, queen. Let me see how many's back here. I can't remember how many I actually have.
Do I look like I've been down at the Lebanon Correctional Facility with you know
Well, it's technically 4 things, but it's 3 things. But the last thing, I'll wait. The last thing is the last thing.
For the Christmas special / birthday special.
Yeah, I'm the type like, hey, I got your shit, and just let me give it to you now. Just let me give it to you now. So, were you possessed by something for a moment?
I was yawning.
Okay.
And my brain doesn't work when I'm yawning.
Okay, don't say the word because I'm... Okay, so this morning I watched Oprah Winfrey... or as my grandma called her, Ofra.
We should just call her Own by her network name.
Yeah, I watched an interview she did with one Miss Riley Keough, which is the granddaughter of Elvis Aaron Presley.
And she's in some movies that we've seen or something.
Oh my gosh. I have only saw her in the Daisy Jones and the Six series, and that was phenomenal, and I was like super sad and just awfully sad when it was over and it didn't continue. Her mother, Riley Keough's mother, is Lisa Marie Presley, who is the daughter of Elvis Presley, and
so Kia, this girl you're talking about,
is Elvis's granddaughter.
So she about to be mega rich when Grandma passed away.
Oh, she's already. Grandma has no ties.
Oh, because everything
That's hers.
was... Duh, that's right. Everything went to Lisa.
Yep.
I forgot.
Essentially, she is in charge. That is all hers. That is all hers. Yep.
So she's Elvis now.
She is Elvis. She is.
I'm glad they didn't tear down Graceland like they wanted and rebuild each room inside of the museum.
And you know what?
Because they were going to do that, y'all.
Yeah, it
for
was
a short period of time before they built that stuff around it.
On the interview, she says people are usually, the thing that surprises them most about it is the mansion. When you think mansion, you think like this just grand, you know, which
Mansions
it is.
are really anything over
Yeah.
3,000 square feet, y'all.
But this
Seriously.
house is very small.
It's a normal
It's
Midwestern,
a normal size house.
like,
I've been in
quad
it.
that you'd see in like Inglewood.
And her mother had began writing memoirs before she passed away. And then my stepmother and I visited Graceland about 3 months after Lisa Marie passed away. And oh my gosh, I thought I was going to get emotional. Well, I knew I was going to get emotional because I always idolized Lisa Marie. My friend Sonny and I, that was like our idol.
I'll be honest, like, I was not on the Elvis thing. Like,
Well, the only reason I was because my grandparents raised
I don't
me.
think my parents liked Elvis. Like, when I was little in the 80s, my parents listened to so much 70s music. Like, my dad liked the Doobie Brothers and, like, stuff like that. And then my mom listened to Motown.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so we listened to a lot of whatever the 92.1 of back in the day was.
Yeah. I had to listen to my grandma's hillbilly station, but
I actually, even growing up in Northridge, my southern family weren't hillbillies. Like, down in Kentucky, they are state highway patrolmen, they're cops, they're lawyers, they're judges, they are teachers, they are community, like, I have a member that a highway is named after.
oh,
My great uncle Reuben, he got a highway, a section of the highway is named after him down
my
there.
husband's family has a street named after them in Portsmouth.
You know, so like, even my southern family were not hillbillies. I was not exposed to that.
They were Mountain Williams.
Yes. You know what's funny is they are Williams. I'm Blair, Williams, Adams, Cottle, Watts.
Wow.
Those are all the most recent last names of my family.
Okay, so here's me. So my dad was a Hughes. His mother was a Pultz. And then my mom's dad was a Smith. And her birth mother's last name was Balch, B-A-L-C-H.
Gosh, you got all the weird names. Like, mine are so, like, normal. You ever been to Kentucky? The 5 names I just said are
That's
the
it.
5 names
That's
for a
it.
lot of counties down there. And you're not related. Like, there will be Cottles that live one town apart from each other. In the way you say Cottle,
Yeah.
it depends on where you're from, too, because some people say Caudale. And it's like, it's not even spelled that way.
And I know somebody with that last name, and it's spelled Caudell.
Right, like, it's D-E-L-L. Come on
Yes, yes. It is. So I'm watching Oprah, and she had, or not Priscilla, but Lisa Marie had started writing her memoirs before she passed away. Well, her daughter has finished writing them for her.
Because she can fill in a lot of what she knows.
Yeah, and what she didn't know in the beginning was that her mother had sat and just had all these recordings of her talking and reading and on this book and everything, and it was just so I was sobbing.
So there's going to be a documentary.
Oh,
or
I was
is
crying. There? I don't know. There might be, but one thing that I found just so heartbreaking was when Lisa Marie's son Ben died. He committed suicide by gun. She kept her son's body in a casket in a back room of her house for like 2 months. And
didn't they do that to her dad too?
No, they just had his funeral right there. Okay. Yeah, and it even says when
I remember when you told me about this before. I was like, that is so fucking creepy. Now, I know you need closure. I get it, because I'm not going to say she's crazy for doing that.
No,
I really will not.
Because you don't know. Grief makes you do some things.
Grief does weird things to your brain.
It sure does. It sure does. But she tells the story of, I guess her brother Ben had this tattoo on his hand. And her mom, Lisa Marie, wanted to get the same exact tattoo. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the tattoo artist came to the house, and I guess they were trying to find pictures, but she wanted it to be like perfect, and the tattoo guy was like, I don't know how it came up, but she's like, well, my son's here, I can show you. Right, and that's everybody. That's what her daughter even said.
Tattoo artists are really cool people, and they like horror movies, and they're like really into some cool music genres.
But she was like, and Oprah was like, my God, what did you do? And she's like, I just followed behind because I was always sweeping up my mom's messes. She said she took him in there because she would have like dry ice shipped in every day to keep him in there and everything. Yeah. She said she took the tattoo guy there.
It's a lot. I would have just had a walk-in cooler built on property and stuff.
Well, I guess time was of the essence.
Oh, shit, because she didn't embalm nothing?
I don't know. That I do not know. So,
feel free to tell us in the comments, y'all.
She took the tattoo guy into that room. Riley says she opens up the lid of the casket. She says the tattoo guy's taking his hand and looking. All right, that's it. Let him back. And I'm like, at the same, you don't know what grief's gonna do. I saw a TikTok, and we'll stay very briefly on this topic because it is a solemn one. But I did see a TikTok yesterday where a mother had a stillborn baby, but was able to take it home and keep it there for like 11 days. Kept it there.
That's not illegal.
It's not. It's really big overseas.
Yeah.
I did find that out. It's a big thing overseas. Like
because they have to wait for family members to travel in.
And they also have like they have the
the fire.
Yeah, my legs are a little chilly willy. So they have these cooling bassinets and certain outfits that you wrap them in.
Cooling bassinets.
To keep
wow,
the
that
body.
takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, and this woman was just her reading stories and just changing his clothes, and I don't know that.
Oh, I'm in shock over that one.
Yeah, I don't.
That's like the baboons and stuff that carry their dead babies with them.
Yeah.
Oof.
So let's get off the topic and start talking about this boogie woogie choo choo train over here.
Boogie woogie woogie.
Again, my grandfather worked for Conrail, and
I
saw this on there, and I don't know if you can see it on the thing, but it puffs up little smoke rings.
Is there can you put essential oil in it?
There is essential oil in there. It is a diffuser.
I love diffusers, y'all.
The essential oil that's in there right now is something
4-day-old music festival.
Nutmeg and something or other. Nutmeg and vagina. And
it does smell like a good cookie or
I saw this on the TikTok shop, and I'm like, I have to have it. It's plastic, but it doesn't look cheap. It has this color.
Oh, it is
that
plastic.
color.
I thought it was ceramic, so she's not lying. It does not look cheap.
It's plastic. It is plastic, and it comes with this nifty remote control.
Oh.
Remote control. Yes. Isn't that lovely? Oh, what's that noise? It's time for Nikki B's other gift.
Oh my God, it's Santa. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, happy birthday, bitch.
Ha ha ha! That's so perfect.
It's a silly sticker.
It says, my tummy hurts and I'm mad at the government. That is so true. That is me every fucking day.
The IBS and
hernia.
And
any of you have ever had a hernia and you lose weight?
It pulls out.
They don't tell you about it resettles weekly. And you feel that.
Right.
So it's kind of like
right now it's almost like a
wondering
third testicle.
if you have an alien inside your stomach, like in the movie. Okay.
Ooh, don't get that on my floor.
I know, right?
I just ran the leaf blower in here.
So what were we gonna talk about? 2 crazy things that happened this week. More flyers from those certain kinds of people.
Oh no! Are they trying to be pricky dicks?
Yeah, so I don't really want to say the name. Everybody local knows who I'm talking about. It's the same people that were doing shit in Springfield. They are warning immigrant neighborhoods now to leave before you're deported. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
People.
Shit that goes on outside.
The world, the United States is a melting pot. I understand. Like, listen, I know somebody personally, that has been deported.
You cannot even imagine what that's like. And imagine if you've never been to the country you're being deported to because you were raised here.
And the thing of the matter is when that person was deported, his fiance, who is American, was pregnant with his child.
Oh, and
yeah. And then, I can't remember, it's been 130 years ago, but, yeah, yeah. Well, the day that he got picked up, she couldn't have been pregnant because my child was born and she's older than my child, so the baby had to have been born. And it was summertime, and we were I lived in this apartment, and we had some friends down here, and they lived here. Well, I was down here, and I was walking back to my apartment, and all of a sudden, right before I got to their door, they both come out like a fucking tornado, and they was beating the holy snot out of each other.
Wait, is this that one story that?
And then the guy, the woman is very tall, and the guy was very short, and he was climbing her like a damn tree. And next thing I know, the police were there, and he was deported back to Mexico. But then one day, the lady came down and said, hey, this was about maybe 6 months later. Comes down and says, hey, I got a surprise for you, come down here. I go in the kitchen, and there he stands. I'm like,
how do you get back here?
I just didn't ask. I just didn't want to know. I mean, I was told something, but I don't know if I believed it.
Right.
So, but I was just like, hey!
They're like, we walked across the desert so we could be together again.
I could not believe my eyes. But anyway, so yeah.
Oh, and what else happened? Oh! The insurance murder. The CEO. Now, I do not condone murder.
No, but I understand. You don't condone it, but we can understand the concept of war.
Right, especially since insurance companies kill thousands of people every day. Insurance companies do.
They make money off of sick people.
And they blame it on the doctors.
Right.
If the doctor was allowed to do the care that they needed for you, and they were able to do it quickly, just imagine how wonderful life would be if you didn't have to wait for surgery because you had to wait for insurance to say it was okay.
Right. Just like I gotta go have my knee injections on Monday. Thank heavens. Now, when I get there, I'm going to talk to him about getting me. I get the cortisone injections, but now there's also a gel injection that helps with like lubrication and stuff. I know that's a fun word to say. Now I know I really don't want to have more than one injection in my knee, but it has gotten to the point now. This last injection did not work worth a shit. And
do you take the human equivalent of Coxsacquin?
I don't take any Cox.
Coxsacquin is a joint thing for cats and dogs.
CoQ10, you mean?
Yeah. Oh.
I'm on.
I wondered if there was a human equivalent.
There is, and I'm on it. It's part of the osteobiflex thing that I take.
Oh, okay.
And it does help. It really does help. And then for like, I don't know, for like a week and a half after that pill kicked in, I was unstoppable.
Isn't that a song?
It is.
Unstoppable.
I'm a Porsche with no brakes. I'm unstoppable. I win every single game. Jordan, come here. Blow in my hair and make it move.
Oh, I always forget to say her name, but I'm going to find out her name so we can give her a shout out during the Christmas special. It's the 80s chick.
Oh, that narrows it down. Olivia Newton-John?
No, the one that does TikToks where she lives now, but in 80s clothes and does her hair and makeup 80s style. And instead of a cigarette, she just twists up a piece of paper real long. Not the one that has the mullet and makes fun of
I don't think I've seen this one.
Trailer people.
You'll have to.
I'll send it to her. She's really good. So she's always like, and she's got the fan blowing her 80s Farrah Fawcett hair up, and
maybe I know what you're talking about.
Shoulder pad shirts, and she's total vintage wardrobe because she's probably a size 4.
Oh.
And for some reason, like if you're a 2 to a 6, that is like the like wonder zone for vintage clothing because none of it's used hard.
Right.
It's all in good condition.
Good condition. So
from no thigh rubbing.
What are your plans for the holidays?
For the holidays, I kind of wanted to go to On Par next week, but I don't drink.
I don't either.
It would be fun if people wanted to go and sing and they actually wanted to karaoke.
I will.
Okay, well then we might do that then on a Tuesday next week. Maybe Tuesday night or something. I don't know.
Maybe we'll film there.
Oh, now that would even be more fun if you could hear us all singing. You guys would. I'll have to see how much it costs because I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday they have half-price rooms.
Okay.
Although I'm okay with just doing the public karaoke room and not having a private room. I'd only want a private room if like 10 of us were going.
Right, and we could do that here for free.
And in case none of you have one of these places near you, it is a karaoke drinking bar that has like duck pin bowling and axe throwing and themed karaoke rooms that look like you're in some future cyberpunk Tokyo bar, and they've got weird furniture and cool lights on the walls, and they have different size group rooms. One that's for like 30, one that's for like 10, one that's for like 6 to 12, like
what if?
Couches, all sorts of things. And then there's a public stage one, and then you do your drinks on a wrist thing. You wear your wrist, you take your glass up to a wall, and it dispenses your cocktail, beer, or whatever out of a machine. It's like a wall of liquor and beer and ciders, and I think even mead.
Who wants to go? If we put it together, would you guys throw in some cash and come with us? Because we ain't paying for you, because we're poor. This ain't Bunny.
Well, what we could do is we'll make it easier. We won't get a room. We'll just do it on the regular public stage there, because it's like a Tuesday night.
Right.
Like nobody
goes out on a Tuesday night.
That.
So it'll still be private.
Right.
You know, and very intimate setting. And we can get up there and he can be Meatloaf and sing He Would Do Anything for Love, and I could do the girl part.
But I won't do that.
Will you raise me up? Will you help me Get me right out of this God-forsaken town. Will you make it all a little less cold? I can do that.
I can do that.
Will you cater to every fantasy I got? Will you hold me down with holy water? If I get too hot, will you take me places I've never known? I can do that.
See, it's perfect.
See?
Yeah, because we about to sing that one song, my new favorite song. Okay, because I'm the old person at work now.
Okay.
So they don't all listen to 90s hip hop, rap,
What's wrong with
R&B, and 80s top 100. Okay, I know. What the fuck is wrong with them? So
you gonna start singing a Boyz II Men song?
no, the last couple of weeks we've been listening to 2024 hits because I'm like, okay, I have to learn young people language again.
Well, that's good of you.
Another
want
decade
to.
has passed.
I
So
could give a shit.
I like that one by Shabuzi. It's this hot black dude that is a country singer.
Where he
And
talks
he's
about
like,
the club getting tipsy?
Yeah. Me and
Oh
Jack
my.
Daniels got a history or something like that.
Oh my good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. Everybody in the club get tipsy. Quit
Me and Jack
stealing
Daniels
shit.
got a history.
Everybody in the club see a titties.
He's hot, y'all.
I wouldn't
He
know
is
Shabuzi if he walked by and said shaboing boing boing.
He's got these 3 cool, like, mega dread braids. Like,
love dreads. Oh gosh, I gotta tell you. My daughter, now she's got her little boyfriend, right? But now she come home yesterday and she says, Mom, somebody at school hates me. I was like, girl, let them.
that's fucked up.
That's all I said. I was like,
She's
girl,
young,
let
y'all.
them.
She
She's
is
6.
6.
I was like, let
Ugh.
them. And she said, and I started to talk to her about it. And she said, well, I told my teacher and he said he was sorry and that he was just teasing. And she goes, that handsome bro. Hold on, I can't even say it. Hold on. She said, Mom, that handsome brown boy. Mom, that handsome brown boy hurt my feelers.
That's so cute. And I love it when kids just call kids things. Because
Right.
they're not doing it because someone told them
they're
to.
still little and they,
Right,
you know what I mean?
Because that's the first thing. A lot of kids want to call black people brown.
Right, the
It is
younger
a
kids,
ve-
yeah.
It is a very natural thing.
I thought it was the cutest, most adorable thing. And that puts me in mind of another story. When I was a teenager, I babysat my cousins Luke and Dylan. I don't think baby Grant was born yet.
That's like 90210 names.
Right.
Luke and Dylan.
I just realized that. Lisa, is that what you did that for? That just made sense to me. Anyway, so
For
we're
real,
me and
Luke's the real name, right? And then Dylan is
I
the character name.
never put 2 and 2
That's
together.
hilarious.
I'll have to ask her. Today's
She-
her birthday. Happy birthday, cousin Lisa in Florida.
Hi, Lisa. What part of Florida?
I don't know.
You don't know.
But anyway,
Probably
so we were
Tampa.
babysitting them, me and my cousin Jennifer one day, and Lisa and Phil both told us, like, you know, the kids can play outside, they can do whatever, but no other kids over here. I mean, common sense. Like, she doesn't want us to be responsible for somebody else's kids and something happen, especially in her house when she's not there. So, you know, it is what it is. Well, they lived in a predominantly black neighborhood, and I think it was Dylan, the middle one. He saw one of his black friends walking down the street and asked if he could come over and play. Well, the answer was no, because his mom said no kids in the house. He goes, it's because he's brown, isn't it? And me and Jennifer lost our we were dying laughing. We're like, Dylan, it's because your mom said you're not allowed to have any friends over. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's brown. Okay?
Aww.
It was so cute because when she come in, she's like, that handsome brown boy hurt my feelers. I'm like, And then I told one of my friends who just recently
handsome.
Yes,
that
handsome brown. So then I messaged one of my friends who recently had a handsome brown boy break her heart, but they got back together, and she's like, "You wait till I see him tonight. I'm gonna tell him." I was like, "Yeah, now you and my kid have something you can bitch about and drink wine. You both had your feelers hurt by a handsome brown boy."
Haven't we all?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
This is Santa's cock ring.
Look at that.
And it says,
kind of fun.
It's time to give Nikki B his last gift.
Another gift.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite. Where is it? I gotta stick my hand elbow deep. You have to take it out. I had to take it out to make sure it was what it was. You have to take it out because it's very small print.
Yeah, this is perfect. I can put this on.
You can wear it for work.
Yeah.
That's what I figured. You need my glasses?
It says, "Hello, I'm," like the name tags when you go to like AA. Probably high. And then there's two little baby pot leaves.
Yes, I'll bring it up there.
Yeah. We'll do a walk-up zoom in.
Let me see here. Look at there.
Isn't that just
yeah. Oh, wait. Can we see? Oh, there it is. There it is. Because it was kind of blurry. Sorry, guys. Nikki, you look so cute in that light.
Thank you.
And
this is a new beanie.
I love it. And we are at 50 minutes, so we can probably...
Yeah, we can be done.
I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we was going to talk about today? But I don't think so. I think we covered everything.
No.
Now, next week, are we filming next week? Yes?
Yes, we're going to do our Christmas special.
We could do our Christmas special. We might as well just do it here.
And then, yeah, we could do that because we'll still have this pretty background.
Yeah.
And then it's winter break.
And then we come back for season 3. Beginning with my birthday special.
Yes, isn't that fun?
Maybe
we'll go out to dinner somewhere again.
Oh, that would be so fantabulous.
Yeah.
I can't reverse my age because then it would make me older.
I thought of a perfect place for you. We could just sit there for like 4 hours and then edit pieces in and out.
Oh my God, where?
There's some place in Cincinnati that's like a $60 buffet. And you sit in a spot and Asian food comes on
the little thingies.
A train, and you just pull it off, and then when you're done with your plate, you stack them up, and then they just count all the plates that you had, and that's how they charge you. So you can get a little thing of, you don't know what it is, it looks like fish eggs on steroids, and then you can get a little dim sum, and then a couple bites of orange chick, that could be really fun.
That sounds fun. Or we could build one and just put paper plates on the little...
Well, you know what's funny about that is I have a cousin who's obsessed with trains who could absolutely engineer that in less than 3 to 4 hours. And that's not a lie. Everybody out there knows Luke.
Luke, that's impressive.
He's a little obsessed with the trains.
Okay. Well, before we leave, I need to introduce you to this fella because we don't really have a sponsor except for this guy. This is Louie.
Louie the Snowman.
We wrote a song about him if you would like to donate. Louie the one-armed snowman lost this one in Vietnam.
Wounded warrior, yeah.
If you would care to donate, we'll dress him up in a thong.
Ooh, that's kind of hot. That might melt through.
That might. So anyway.
If you were wondering about my hat, it's from Weed Maps.
Weedmaps.com. It is from Weed Maps. Weed Maps, where all of your weed can be found.
Right.
You type in what strain you want, and it'll tell you where you can find it in an area closest to you, or they'll say you shit out of luck, bitch.
Right. So you go, tick, 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 tick. I like
White
Neon
Widow.
Gym. Neon Gym is available at Pure Ohio Wellness on Needmore Road and Pure Ohio Wellness in London.
Which is only about 40 minutes from here.
Right. But
So I have trekked up to London for some, what was it, the peanut butter crush or something. Electric peanut butter cookies.
Also, I know we got Galenas back, y'all. So you can come get the Galenas from
Galenas. The warm smell of Galenas.
Potatoes and Cat Junkie and other interesting named hybrids that have ridiculous amounts of terpenes in them.
Terpenes.
Terpenes.
You sounded just like Mrs. Doubtfire. Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way.
You got to love the caryophyllene and the myrcene and the lilulu.
Well, I do believe that is all for this week.
It is. So, we thank you all for listening on this.
Join us again next week, and it'll be our Christmas episode. I won't give Nick anything because I couldn't hold on to it any longer because I had to dig through my box in the closet.
It will be my birthday, though.
It will be his birthday, so that is birthday. That's his birthmas, Christmas. He's, I mean, if he wants to try Santa's cock ring, it might hurt a little bit.
That will hurt a lot.
A lot of it.
That's
so,
kind of scary.
All right.
Okay, let me freeze.
Hang on, let me. Balls. And it's the Punk Unicorns Podcast. We will see you. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bye, bitch.
Bye.